Welcome once again to Jonathan Earl Gaming. We're about to do an unboxing of an order that I received from Etsy. It's a gaming accessory for a handheld. The seller on Etsy is called Dragonfly Gaming. I paid $29.35 for this purchase, and it shipped from Chicago, Illinois. So let's see what we got here. Okay. See what we got here. Guys, the reason why the box was so easy to open, I took the scissors and went ahead on and made some incisions there. That's why it was so easy to open the box. But this is the accessory I got. And you're about to find out what this is and why I paid $30 for it. Let's see. That accessory, it goes to this. My ANBERNIC RGDS. My white ANBERNIC RGDS. Okay, let's see what. It's like a little Pokemon sticker. Oh, that's the Dragonfly. Oh, that's the logo for their store, I guess. Dragonfly Gaming from Etsy. They got a little logo here on their sticker. Look at that. And as you can see, oh, that's the ANBERNIC logo written on the grip. This is the grip. This is a grip for the RGDS, and there's the ANBERNIC logo. And I'm gonna tell you why I bought this, and I'm gonna tell you something here about me. And I normally hate grips, but I had to get this one for certain reasons. Let's see how this thing goes in. I think it goes in. Let's see. I'm assuming it goes in like so. It slides in. Oh, wow. It fits like a glove. That is neat. And of course, it's going to make my RGDS a little larger. That's kind of neat. And then ANBERNIC RGDS is written at the bottom here. I don't know if you can see it through the camera here, but it's a grip. Man, check this out. This grip has a built-in stylus pen enclosure. Look at that. Wow. Oh man. That's kind of neat. I didn't know it was going to be like that. I've never seen a stylus like that. Oh, wow. That's kind of neat. So you close it. You have to close it in order to get it to fit in there. That is kind of cool. Wow. Guys, it's the first grip I've ever bought for any handheld. And now it's that just looks so neat. That looks neat. And these grips come in different colors. I think there's a black one. I think, oh, okay, I remember now. The grips, this grip comes in 3 different colors. It comes in the same color schemes as the ANBERNIC DS device. So there's a white one, and that kind of turquoise green, and there's a black one. And this is kind of neat. It's well designed, and it looks got a little shine, a little glimmer to it. That's yep, kind of like a hollow effect design in the front. Oh, there's grips in the back. These like rubber grips that my thumbs are touching right here. It doesn't cover none of the buttons, and it just, oh wow. Now I got a case for this, my ANBERNIC RGDS, and the case is actually bigger than the device itself. Now I might have to get another case, but then again, let's see, would it fit? Huh. Wow, what do you know? It still fits in the case. This case that I had for my RGDS, it wasn't for this handheld anyway. It was for another handheld I bought. But it fits. It fits with the grip. That's kind of cool. And now that I got this stylus built in, I don't really have to tote this one around unless I just want to add it to my, I probably could still add it and use it anyway, but this is a grip with a built-in stylus. Built-in stylus holder. So I thought it was a pretty neat. I saw it on Etsy. I was doing some research, some searching around on Etsy. I get notifications. This is the first item I've ever bought from Dragonfly Gaming. And I saw it. And then they said it had a stylus built in. And I said, man, I want to get that. Because, I want the best for my handhelds. So I purchased it, and I'm glad I did. Now, you guys, I still have not set up. I haven't put any games on this thing yet. I've tested it out to make sure it works. But I've been so busy working on other handhelds. But I'm going to get to it. But I wanted to go ahead because I was going to eventually I was going to get the RGDS. Anyway, I wasn't going to get it at launch, but eventually I was going to get that in my collection. Because I don't have too many DS handhelds, and I said, and I got the Magic X040, the Magic Z040, the Magic X040. I got that, but the display is a little on the small side. So the reason I got this RGDS, this ANBERNIC RGDS, is because number one, I wanted a larger display. So that's the main reason I got it. And I do like, and now I'm liking it. With this grip on it, I'm liking it even more. I like it even more. And I'm glad I got the white one. The white, that's not my favorite color, but I like white on some handhelds. And it looks gorgeous on this DS. And that grip fits perfectly on there. It's plastic. It's like a hard plastic, but man, it looks, look at that. That is nice. Now it kind of reminds me, because it did remind me of the RGDX XL, the DXL, the DSI XL. It reminded me of the DSI XL. Now it reminds me of the original with this grip on it. Kind of reminds me of the original Nintendo DS. The first one that came out that's kind of thick on the thick side. And I love slick handhelds, but I don't mind this one being, with the thickness and all that. And yeah, that's a pretty nice accessory. And while we're on the subject of accessories, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about other accessories I like to get that I've gotten that I recommend for my handhelds. Micro SD cards. These are like little stands. Handheld stands. Let's see. There's a big one. There's a bigger stand. Let's see. Get all the thing to fit on the screen here. Yeah, when it comes to I mainly use these stands like for my smaller hands. Like an example, I got a what I got. Now I don't need a stand for this one because the screen can kind of stand up like a laptop. And and sometimes I will be watching videos. I might be watching videos on this RGDS, and that's another reason I got it. Because I can set it on, I can set it on a table or a desk, or when I'm going out on a trip or something. I can have my videos on there in MP4 format, my TV shows. I can stand that thing up like this. I can stand it up like that and watch TV on that top display, or Pluto TV or Tubi TV or whatever. I can watch it on this. It'd be like a little portable television. And when I'm playing certain games, like what's the game I like to play? The 2-player game, like Scrabble for the GBC, the Game Boy Color, and I'm playing against a computer opponent. I put my move in, and instead of having the handheld holding it in my hand, when the CPU player is about to make his decision, I can just sit here and I can sit there and watch him while he's making his decision, rather than having it hold it in my hand. Or when I'm playing the Wheel of Fortune game, I like to play games with, I like playing games in that manner as well. Like I have the handheld sitting on the table, Same thing with my GP. What's the other handheld I got? The clamshells. That's what I like about clamshells. And the other one, my Pal Kitty V90. Same scenario. I use it in the same manner. But I recommend these stands. These are Moco stands, tablet and gaming stands you can use for your phone, or whatever. These are small. This is the small version. It's the large version. I might use this one. This one here I would use for my Odin 2 Portal to stand it up, or a Steam Deck if I had it. Micro SD cards. I'd say about a couple of years ago, or maybe last year, or a year and a half ago, I was buying the 2 TB. I purchased the 2 TB SanDisk because that's the one I recommend. That's my most recommended brand when it comes to SD cards. SanDisk, and I only get them from Amazon. I think Temu got some legit ones. I must say Temu got some legit ones, and I've never purchased any SanDisk micro SD cards from Temu, but they seem to be pretty legit. I'm reading reviews on them, and they don't have the ones they have on Temu. They don't have no higher than maybe 128 GB, and they got them at a pretty believable price. They don't have them, and they don't. I don't, and they don't have the A2 type SD cards, and they got the Type A, the gray, the A1. They got the A1, so that the slower transfer rates. But you can get them in big packs. You can get them in like a 4-pack order. One you can get them in a 4-pack. And and I read the reviews on them. It's according to the reviews, Temu doesn't sell, and I've looked all over. Temu doesn't sell any fake micro SD cards from what I can tell. Now I've seen some fake ones on, especially on AliExpress. They have fake ones on AliExpress, and I've been fooling into buying them. They like an off brand, and they don't. Yeah, say like it's 128 when it's really like 8 GB instead of 128. That kind of thing. And then they off brand. So I've been fooling, and then they real cheap, like $3. You can tell that's fake. But I prefer to only what I prefer is to only get the micro SD cards from Amazon. From the Amazon store, and the SanDisk has a store on Amazon with their brand name. The store name is SanDisk. SanDisk is my first highly recommended micro SD card brand. Then there's Samsung. They're okay. Then there's Team Group. Actually, Team Group is what I used to buy after SanDisk. They're legit. Team Group is legit. But their cards, the quality is not as good. It's not as great as SanDisk is. But they're okay. They're legit. And you have to make sure you format the card nicely before you have the many tool partition software. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but you got to format those cards really well before they work. You got to make sure they're formatted. And if you're doing it on the handhelds, make sure they're formatted into FAT32 or exFAT. So Team Group is legit. There's another brand I used to buy. PNY. They're legit too. They're legit. And those other brands are legit. They just it's other brands is legit, but SanDisk, I wouldn't, if I can help it, I would only buy SanDisk SD cards. And a year ago, I bought they they got the 2 terabytes out. That's my favorite micro SD card to buy, the 2 terabytes. Now Team Group had a 2 terabyte. They got a 2 terabyte card as well, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They just, like I said, the transfer rate is not as good as SanDisk. But SanDisk got the 2 terabyte. That's my favorite card, the 2 terabyte SanDisk. SanDisk also has a 1.5 terabyte. It's a Type A1 card, and the transfer rate is pretty decent. But it's not as fast as the A2. It's not as fast as that 2 terabyte. And back when I bought them about a year ago or so ago, those cards were $175 to $185. That's how much each 2 terabyte card had. Well, that's the price of them. That was the price of them then. Now they're like about $500. But back when there was $185 or so, I would have had to purchase like 5 of them, of those micro SD, those 2 terabyte SanDisk cards. I purchased about five of them. I don't know what made me do it exactly, and I knew what I was going to use them for, because I was going to put them in my handhelds, put the TV shows on my handhelds and load up my library, especially my TV shows and my games. but the TV shows take up more space. Like I got I got about 1.5 terabytes worth of, or 1 terabyte worth of TV shows I put on some of my handhelds, the best ones like my Odin 2 or my 477V or my 405V. But now the best deal, that was the best deal then. Now I wouldn't pay no $500. Now I wouldn't buy the 2 terabytes. I would instead get the 1.5. Because the 1.5 terabyte SanDisk cards, the price of them was like around $200 now. And you can get a lot of information. You can get that's the best, to me, that's the best deal as far as getting the maximum amount of memory on a micro SD card. The best deal you can get right now is the SanDisk 1.5 Extreme. I don't think it's the Extreme cards. No, it's not the Extreme. It's just the SanDisk. It's the 1.5 terabytes. Those are like I said, like they're like $200. Sometimes that might be a little cheaper, but they're around that range. That'd be the best thing. That I will buy that now if I really needed a micro SD card, which I don't need them right now. But if I were to need one, that would be the best that you can get for your buck. Or I would get you can get a 1 terabyte SanDisk for around 180 or 190. So either the 1 terabyte or the 1.5. The 1. You might as well get I think you might as well go and get the 1.5 because it's about $20 difference in the price range between the 1 terabyte and the 1.5. And Team Group got some 1 terabytes cards that they're pretty good. I got one right here in that yellow logo there. And I got a couple of them left. As a matter of fact, this one, I don't know. I might put this one in this RG. I might put this 1 terabyte because I'm out of the 2 terabyte. I got one more 2 terabyte left. And I think I'm gonna put that 2 terabyte. I got a 2 terabyte. I think I'm gonna put that inside my my red GPD XD that I just got. I think I'm gonna put that 2 terabyte in there. And then this RGDS, DS, I'm gonna put either that 1 terabyte, and I think I got a 1.5 left. A 1.5 terabyte. I'm either gonna put a 1 terabyte on here or a 1.5 in this RGDS. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about that because micro SD cards are the price of them things is whack now. And you used to get the 500 gig for about maybe $40. The 500 gig used to be about $40, or you can probably used to get it for about $35. So it's crazy, but I still got a few of those 1 terabytes left, and I got a 1.5 left, and I got a 2 terabyte left. So, and right now I'm not trying to buy any more. I'm not trying to buy any more micro. Them things are expensive. Costs more than the handheld costs. But yeah. That's all I'm gonna do with this video. Let me know your thoughts. Would you like to buy a stylus grip? What did he call this? The Dragonfly Gaming. They call this a stylus grip. Stylus grip for ANBERNIC RG. A stylus grip case. That's what it's called. A stylus grip case for ANBERNIC RGDS. And I paid $29.35 for it. And like I said, I normally don't care for the grips. A lot of people like those grips. I don't have them on any other of my handhelds. I don't have no grips on all my other hands. But this one, I make an exception because I think this is really, really neat for the RG ANBERNIC RGDS. That's and it fits so perfectly. So I haven't gone back into Etsy. You know, they always want you to give them a review. The seller always wants you to give them a review on what they send you. I haven't done it yet because and I've had it for this box for about 4 or 5 days now. I've been got it like last week. I just been so busy and I work like crazy sometimes. I've been working overtime and stuff. I've been so busy working and I haven't made the time, but I went ahead and decided to do it now. And I'm about to go on there and give them a 5-star review on this grip. What's your thoughts? What grips have you bought? What accessories have you bought? Put it in the comment section if you want. Would you like to buy this? I'm gonna try to put a link. I don't know if I'm allowed to do it, but I'm gonna try to put a link to this purchase from Dragonfly Gaming from Etsy. I'm gonna try to put the link to that ANBERNIC RGDS stylus grip case. I'm gonna put it in my description in case you guys want to go on there and purchase yourself one. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do in this video. Any questions you have for me? If you want to ask me about micro SD cards, you got a question about micro SD cards or whatever, I'll tell you what I know. I'm not an expert or nothing like that, but I'll tell you what I know from experience. So any questions you might have, feel free to ask me the questions. Okay, thanks for tuning in and thanks for stopping by.